God, niggas still coping. Fell from grace so many times, niggas still chosen. From a city where we pray the angels walking with us. But every time you leave the house, your pistol still loaded. I'ma die a legend like a young Sinatra. Lot of struggles on my mind, stress is never stopping. And I like my girls toxic.
What's up, world? We're at the Live to Be Legendary podcast. I'm your boy, Fresh the Legend, and my co-host, Scoe. Today's guest, legend himself, engineer, producer, hip-hop pioneer. We're gonna do something different with him. Our conversation with him is gonna give it the whole era of Philadelphia, from the Beanie Siegel era, to the core P&B rock era, to the era now. Without him, without his existence on this planet, you wouldn't hear a lot of songs you hear now, a lot of records you hear now, and that's how powerful he is. If he wasn't here, you wouldn't get a lot of hits. So this guy is Philly hip hop. He is the background. He is the sound. He is legendary. Good up, y'all, for my guy, PI. So let's fast to 2025. Now he has his own location to record at. Why can I find him on the internet? Why is it so private and secret? What is going on?
Well,
with
like
that?
I said, it's something that we never had here in Philly. You know, as I was flying different places, and it was something that I always wanted. So when the 444 started going left, and it was like, yo, it's time. The room I had, you had to sign a 15-year contract. You know, basically.
15-year
yeah,
contract?
like basically, you know, you gotta lock it in. It's that type of level, whatever. So
like a mortgage.
yeah, it's for sure. So what
Yeah.
I was paying there, you know, and rent, I'm paying the mortgage now. But long story short is, fast forward, we found this beautiful building, you know, and we've been working on it. You know, like I said, it's for us, by us, and this is first of its kind here in Philly. You know, and you've been there.
I've been there, yeah.
And that's basically what's going on. The reason you can't find, you know, Instagram, a website. I've always played, you know, and not saying it's gonna be forever. I'm sure we're in an era where content is major now, and you know, we probably gotta go public soon. But at the time, the last, you know, however many years I've been in this game, I've always played like kind of the exclusive route. You know, if that makes sense. It's like I always played it like there's no, you know, websites, no Instagram. I always played it like a Rolls Royce commercial.
Right.
You
Ooh.
know,
Right.
you
Never seen
You've
one.
never seen one. So, you know, it's like if you know, you
The
know.
quality of it is so good,
And
you don't
if,
need
know,
to see one.
If you in the game, you're looking for it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And let me speak for his place. I'm not gonna tell y'all where it's at, but artists, if you serious, come and find him, because everybody that record there is great. I was there the other day, and the guy Mike messed up. He was a solutionary, came through and told him how to, you know, make it better, what we gotta do. Real boss, and said it real humbly too. Everybody there worked for him, love him. And you never know who you're gonna meet there. The first time I ever met PI, I went to the studio, Dapper, shout out Dapper, had a session there, me and White Boy went through, shout out White Boy. And young Chris came through, Beanie Siegel came through. First time I ever, you know, seen him. I was there the other day, brought Sick there, shout out Young Sick. Well, Sick Soul now. But Band See No More was there, Cora was there. So it's like, it's inspirational, because you get to see the guys there, be inspired there. You can find somebody who's on beats there, different engineers. It's hip hop. It's the only place I've seen in Philadelphia since, you know, it's funny, since 444, when you go in and see upper echelon artists around you, you could be just started. So I commend you for having that for us, because that's something you only see in Atlanta. Like, it's hard to find that. So you did your due diligence with that, bro.
I mean, like I said, you know, and just to correct, you know, everybody there doesn't work for me. We all work together. You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
I want to definitely say that. You know what I mean? And we're a family, and I just want to, you know, just trying to bring the right people together, the hub. You know what I mean?
I love that.
You know what I mean? So you can run into a Fresh, and run into a, you know, a Bam Say No More. You know, run into a Cool, or run into, you know, people. You know what I mean? An opportunity.
When does that happen to you?
Hey, I'm gonna give you some scenarios, cause yeah.
Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna give you a scenario. So you're in the studio and they're not like, you keep working on the beat, they don't like the beat.
Yeah,
or you're in the studio,
Okay. That's
engineer.
That's happening all the time.
Yeah, like an artist says that. Yeah, it's been, yeah.
That's happening.
I fly you out to LA, you come record me, but I'm not liking what you're doing. But I flew you out here and I'm paying you. How do you deal with that?
How you handle that?
I know that happen.
You getting refunds?
No, I wouldn't say that's happened.
Oh.
But I would say, you know, you probably run into like some type of equipment problem.
How do you deal with an artist with a big ego that come in your studio?
I think, my man just put a clip when he was talking. I think the biggest thing in the studio is remembering that when you walk in the studio, you got to leave your ego at the door.
Why is that important?
Because we got to make the best decision for the record and for what's going on, not for what, you know. what I think, what you think is what everybody think. If everybody in this room saying the wall red and you saying it's white,
Yeah.
who wrong?
Yeah.
Wow.
You kind of get where I'm going?
No, I get exactly where you're going.
You ever had to tell somebody like you gotta leave the studio the way you is right now and this joint ain't right, exit somebody out, and that shit ever happened?
1,000 times.
Bro?
Tell me that story, like what
No,
happened?
no name, no blame.
No
I don't
name,
care.
we don't want no
name,
names.
blame.
But this is the reality of the studio,
No,
though.
for
like,
sure. I think just recently I had to kick some people out. You know what I'm saying? And not in a bad way, but just in a professional way. I think and stuff for us by us, as far as businesses, I think we have the least respect for us.
You mean like the respect for producers and engineers?
No, when I say for, black and brown businesses, I think a lot of us black and brown people have the least respect for us.
That's a fact.
Oh, for each other.
For each other when it comes to that. And I think when people walk in, if we're somewhere else where it's not that and it's a little different, if you catch my drift, I think we respect it a little different. We got a little more
people look different when you walk in the room.
It's a different respect.
Yeah.
If you run a hotel room, man, you feel me? You can have 2-3 people in there, man, 4 people. You got 10-15 people, security coming up and telling you guys to slide.
Right.
It's over for you, can it?
Yeah.
Holla at you.
Right.
Right?
Right.
I don't know why you think you would come to the studio with however many people and think you're not. You kind of get where I'm going. You got to go. It's not a party. It's not a clubhouse.
Did you give them the option, like, yo, your entourage, you got to slide?
Yeah, no, for sure. But, people be like, nah, my man can't come. I ain't coming. So I get that, what I mean, to a certain extent. But at the end of the day, I want to create a professional environment because, like Fresh said, when you come there, you don't know who you're going to run into.
Yes,
right.
And I think
that's the blessing.
And I speak for everybody. I need everybody to have a professional, creative environment where they feel comfortable. I don't need you walking in the hallway and your creative vibe went off because now you see it's like, I don't know what type of time bro on or what's going on. That's not what we on. So just trying to create something different for it,
I have a question that I want you to elaborate on for artists. Mm-hmm. So my thing, I be trying to tell artists, they want to drop all these projects, right? Mm-hmm. Project. Mind you, you're a nobody. When I say nobody, you just came out, maybe got 8,000 followers. Mm-hmm. You don't really know that many people. You keep dropping all these tapes. When I lived in Atlanta, they only dropped singles, and they would work the heck out the single. I'm talking about 10 videos for the same single, keep it the same single, doing everything around the same single, and then when the single pop, then they'll do a club run, then a project. I think Philly, we do too many projects and not singles. I think we do the opposite. What do you think about that? I think we don't focus on records, we focus on projects.
Yeah, what's your perspective on that?
I'm gonna keep it 1,000, right?
Yeah,
and
please.
This is a conversation I have with a lot of the artists I record. I think everybody cook the meal up different. I think when I come to, your Thanksgiving, it might be different from mine. And, your Thanksgiving, one person might do everything. My Thanksgiving, everybody might bring a bowl or a plate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's no right or wrong way to do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that first.
Okay.
Cause this is that game where it's like, it's a feeling.
Okay.
I always tell people music is the last true language between heaven and earth and hell and earth.
Why you say that?
Because because you gotta remember a song here can make a person in China cry. Because they felt it, not because they heard the words or understood it. Or vice versa. Music is understood universal. If I play a sad song in a movie, I might not know what they talking, but I hear the music, I hear the emotion. This is the sad part. I'm communicating.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because music is one of the first forms of communication.
Absolutely.
A form of worship, right?
Absolutely.
So, and at the end of the day, I always tell people you can't play with that. So it's a sacred thing when you're creating, and it comes from the heart. Comes from the soul, so it's a feeling you're giving. So there's no right, wrong way to give a feeling. This is the feeling I'm giving.
Right.
But as you progress, you'll see how you want to give it to the people. What I'm saying is you gotta. This might be an appetizer. This might be a 5-course meal.
Right.
This might be, come get some ice cream, handing out, and that's what you got to understand. Today I might drop a record, and this is just a throwaway. This is a record, and this might be a project. I need you to hear this project from song 1 to song 7 because of the way I put it together. Okay. You kind of get where I'm going. I think people are losing the creativity in what we're doing. Like one of the biggest things, like AI can copy something and make it better, right? And make what you do better, right?
Right.
But it can't create what? Feeling.
Right.
It can't create vision.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to tell you? It can only create what you tell it and what you show it. You know what I'm trying? You kind of get where I'm going?
It's not original.
I think, you know, we have to remember that we're one of the original and the best original creative process there's ever gonna be, and you got to tap into that. You know what I'm saying? So your process and dropping might be different, and I think you shouldn't be scared of that.
I'm a poke the bear just a little bit because I'm just saying, like, because you use the Thanksgiving reference, and I like that.
Yeah.
But I know for a fact, just from watching my nana cook Thanksgiving, that you ain't about to put Kraft macaroni and cheese in my baked macaroni and cheese. So there is a wrong way to do certain shit.
But I'm Poppy. I'm Spanish. I might not eat baked mac and cheese at my joint. You gonna get some rice, beans, and chicken and some. You know what I'm trying to? You gotta get my ball.
Right.
No, it is.
Yo.
But you still gonna get the turkey. You feel me? Because the turkey is what the
yeah,
Thanksgiving is.
yeah.
The sides is everything else. I'm gonna give you some. You know this. You kind of get where I'm going. When you come to my house, you're not going to hear a certain. You're going to hear some salsa and some Mark Anthony, some whatever's going on. You feel me? You kind of get where I'm going.
You know what I'm
saying? It's like the same thing. You walk into a soul food spot. It's gonna be
a
different
whip it up
pop.
different. Versus
you going into the Poppy store and you getting ordering something from the back. You kind of get where I'm
going.
going.
Yeah, true.
I'm saying that it depends on where you're going and what you eat. You know, we don't eat the same thing every day.
No.
You feel me? So it's enough space and time and place for everybody, I think. But what you do, make it great.
Right.
That's what I'm saying to you.
Yeah.
Like if you make soul food, that's what you do, and you make the best soul food.
Make the best joint.
And I'm always come when I want that, I'm gonna go get that. Cause we don't listen. I think when people make projects, they forget that they not making. People ain't listening to you for everything. They listening to you for this.
Right.
You give me this bop. When I want to go into, if I want to get, into some cool shit, and I'm with my shorty, I'm gonna turn on, whatever, some R&B shit. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go. If I want to get on something, I might turn on. I'm not always turning you on for every vibe. I'm turning you on for a certain vibe. I think you should get. I'm not saying that you can't create other vibes. McDonald's, the biggest thing, the Big Mac. They still got salads, nuggets, fries, everything else. But they master
your lane.
There you go. You know what I'm trying to say?
Listen, man, if you an artist, you watch this interview. This man showed you how he have an ear for it, the mind for it.
Man.
He has the experience. He has the placements. He has the place for you to do with it. He has the friendships. He has the relationships. And he has the heart and the faith.
Of all things, that brother showed you. Be present in all spaces, though.
Legendary.
Legendary, man. If you're going to be there and do it with 100%.
Before we get out of here, I want you to tell them any last messages, anything we can find you, and also, what does live to be legendary mean to you?
Okay. Live to be legendary means to me to never betray yourself and what you're doing and how you're moving. And it's gonna be times and forks in the road where you're gonna get there, and there's gonna be some heavy decisions you gotta make. But don't, what's the word I'm looking for? Best way I could say it. Don't give up your authenticity, and don't lose your pure love for what you're doing just to get to the next page. Take your time, pace yourself, and let God lead your steps.
Fire.
Well, it's a wrap.
That was a good job.
Dang on, man. PI Money Bagz.
You know what
I mean? #1 engineer.
For sure.
He got it.
Man. Yeah.
Continue to live to legendary.
Keep going, y'all.
Live to be Legendary is proudly sponsored by Philly Real Estate Services and Solutions. Are you a Philadelphia landlord in need of expert landlord-tenant services? Look no further. Philly Real Estate Services and Solutions is here to represent you in landlord-tenant court, ensuring a smooth and hassle-free experience. Give them a call at 610-235-7998. Again, the number is 610-235-7998.